Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I am your host, Sebastian. I believe Selena is over on my bed sleeping, so I don't think we'll get to see her. But hello, I seem to be getting back into the habit of doing this weekly, which is good. I'm also doing a lot more sewing than I have been in the past, so that's also helps, obviously. So, all right. So, welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you have been here before. I know I have a nice little crew of dedicated watchers, which is always cool. Um, yeah. So this is my little corner of the internet. I've got a bit to show you today, so it might be a little longer. So that's some people like that. I don't know if you want to grab some sewing and get listening. Anyways, so personal life first. Nothing really much is going on. We do have a friend coming in next week, so I may or may not be able to make a video next week. We'll see. I'll kind of take that as it happens. Um, Other than that, it's been pretty good. They're calling for maybe some more wintry stuff next week. We were very disappointed in the wintry stuff that we did not get last week that they said we were. So that was not fun. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I don't have getting into sewing. I don't have any FFOs, but I do have a finish. If I can find it in my pile of stuff. Ah, there's my pile of stuff. All right. So I had shown you a finish of a Mill Hill last week. Trust me, this is not going to become a weekly thing. I actually don't have any more Mill Hills. No, I don't. I don't have any more Mill Hills on the docket for the moment. So, but this is, let me see if I can find the picture of it. Spring Bouquet Collection Vintage Bicycle. There you go. That's the picture of it. And that is the finish. Well, I mean, I don't have it cut out yet, but that is the finish. So I got some beads up here in the... This is actually one of the fewest beads that I've ever seen in a Mill Hill. I mean, it's got them in the spokes, here and here, and the seat, in the to the handlebar, and the if I put it behind, it's a little bit better. And in the bell at the top, and that's it. So this is really the fewest beads I've ever seen. But yeah, real easy, real simple, real cute. Velocipede, I think they might be called, or a penny farthing. But anyway, so I just finished that up, so there you go on that. I'll just throw this over the side. Okay, I'll do stuff later, so I'll put that off to the side. It's possible that I may have shown you one or maybe two of these last week, so if a couple of these are duplicates, I do apologize for that. But I have been doing a lot of sewing this week. I believe, you know what? I'll show it to you guys, but I think I might have already shown this to you last week. In fact, I'm almost positive I did, so I apologize. But I've finished both my whip goes. The first one was for my friend Kate for You Belong to Me. And I was working, I think I finished the fish. Yeah, I'm positive I did. I'm sorry, guys. And then this down here. So, I apologize for that. My phone went off. That's my work phone, but it's not actually work I need to work on right now. So, there we go. So, yeah, that's that. So, that was Kate. And then Bart. Oh, please tell me I grabbed it. Okay, I did. Alright. So, I'll throw this over to the side here. So Bart wanted me to do something I haven't touched in a long time. Any of you long-time viewers remember what this one is? So I don't think he had chosen since last time, so I don't think I was able to tell you what it was. But It is, let me get the picture out so I can show you guys, because there may be some new people who have not seen it. And up there it is. This is Good Omen Stained Glass. This was done after the first season, so it's got all the first season stuff. I mean, you know, the little water bottle down here, his plants, Crowley's plants, the Bentley, of course, the bookstore, glass of wine, flaming sword, all the good stuff, and of course the Zierfeld Crowley. So, the timing of this was very interesting because the final season is about to start filming. It's not going to be a season. It's only going to be a one episode. I'm not going into that. It's bad. But anyway, just things happened in the background. We'll just put it that way. But you can see I have a bunch off to the side, so there is more that was done, more that has been done before. But for the for the 500 for my Whip Go, I did a little bit in here, a little bit in here. I chose a few different colors. Then I decided I'm just gonna do one main color. So I just did all the green down here of his plants, and this also goes into the green over here, and that'll be that as well. So that ended up being about 500 stitches, a little bit over, like a stitch or two over. So those are my two Whip Goes done. I also am trying to touch everything this year, which means I'm trying to get 500 stitches. I've got a Tiny Decisions. Let's see if I can pull my Tiny Decisions up. There we go. So that is my I'm sorry, it's not focusing. If I stand it here, will it focus after a second? It's not going to. I'm so sorry. I don't know what is wrong. I got a new. Yeah. Anyway, you can see my background. That's, yeah. You can see the reflection of my background picture there. But anyway, so I've got all my stuff here. And I've managed to get 500. Some of these I can do 500 in an evening. Because I mean, I've got plenty of time from when my husband goes to sleep until I finally go to bed. So I mean, we're talking, we're talking maybe 7 or 8 hours. And I'm not saying I'm stitching the entire time. I'm stitching some of it, sometimes a lot of it, but not necessarily all of it. But so I've got time, and so 500 stitches is doable depending on what I'm doing. So let me think if I can remember what order I did these in. I think it was this one first, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yes, this one came up first on the wheel. Where's the picture? No, seriously, where's the picture? No, this is not good. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Somehow it got stuck to the back. This is Country Cottage Knitterworks Time for Tea. There you go. I may have shown this one to you guys last week. If I did, again, I apologize. I don't know what I think I did. But just in case. So this is how much I got for 500 stitches. Love my outer space. Isn't it cute? I know, I don't remember where I got it, unfortunately. So got some of that top border, got a cup of tea, got a little bit of the side border here, and then there is time. I guess there is time. There's time to stitch, apparently. So, alright. So that one, I believe, came up first. I'm trying to think what came up second. No, that one just came up recently. think this one might have come up second. This one I unfortunately do not have a picture of. This was a little bonus. um, excuse me. A little bonus from, I think it was maybe a Patreon bonus from Fox and Rabbit. It's in memory of Queen Elizabeth II. And so, there we go. Got a bit of the border, the ER, Elizabeth Regina. Regina, it's not a bad word. Um, and then a little bit of the maybe a poppy. I'm not sure in the middle. So that is fine. Part of this border was already done, so that most of the border did not. I don't think I did any of the border, did I? I did a little tiny bit of the border over here, and then the rest of the 500 is all in here. But of course, I had to find English things to put on there. So Adalic, and even though House is American, the actor is British. Hugh Laurie is very British. It took me a very long time to figure out that he was actually British. So, I mean, it was many, many years ago, but later than I probably should have figured it out. Because his American accent is amazing. Alright. Next, I think was this one. I worked on this a little bit at my LNS, and then I think elsewhere as well. And again, I do not have a picture. Hold on one second. Let me pause this for just a moment, see if I can find a picture, because this one requires a tiny bit of a explanation. So let me pause for just a second. It will be no time for you. I'll be right back. Okay, back. So I'm sure that was a super long wait for you guys. So there is a radio show called, or there was a radio show called Cabin Pressure that was on the BBC. And it was 27 episodes, about 30 minutes or so a piece, about a airline with only four employees, one airplane, four employees, and just kind of it's their wacky adventures. It's really funny. It's you can find it online. I would, if there is a DVD. No, sorry, DVD. There's a CD available. I think it has been available in the past. Obviously, if you can get it by regular means, I would obviously recommend that. But there are ways to find Cabin Pressure. But the episodes are one. Um, there are 27. The last episode's a double episode. And each one starts with the letter of the alphabet of a place they either have been or are going to. So there's Abu Dhabi, Boston, Cremona, Deuce. I'm trying to remember what E is. Might be Edinburgh. But anyway, so, and it's really funny. So there was one called Kick Tarjawak. It's a real city. They're all real cities. This is a real city up in the very northern part of Canada, northeastern Canada. So, and it's they were flying up there to see polar bears. So that's the whole joke of this cross stitch. So I found this cross stitch, and I'm like, I can't not do it. So, there we go. Attention, mes amis. Regardez-vous le bear polar. So that's one of the jokes in there. You'd have to listen to the episode. So if you can find, it would be better to listen to them in order, because there is some information that kind of builds on itself. They kind of, you can learn more about the characters as you go along, but you don't have to. You would get everything if you just wanted to find Kick It Tarjawak, and listen to it. You would understand. You don't have to know anything more than they're four people in one airline with one airplane, and you're probably pretty good for there. But anyway, that was a lot of um, build up for just showing this. But there we go. We've got Attention Mes. And I started a little bit on the A of a me and a little bit of the Regardez-vous. So the polar bear will be over here. And this is some really cool, what's the fabric called? Fabric flare. So it's got like little stars and snowflakes and stuff. There was another one I wanted that just was like just snow, but it was actually a good bit more expensive, and I just didn't need, I don't even need all of what I've got here. So, because it's pretty small. It'll probably go down to about maybe here. So, and I've still got a decent amount left after that. So I just didn't see, because I would have had to have got it in at least a fat quarter. So I just didn't really see the reason to get the more expensive one when this one would honestly work okay. So had to kind of, at first I was a little disappointed, just because it was a decent size. It was a decent difference in price. It wasn't just a buck or two. But now I think honestly I'm fine with it. I think I'm perfectly happy with the fabric I chose there. So, well, I'll take that back. I did say we were going to be long, but I'm actually going through these pretty quick. So, oh, this one, you know what? I think was back in the line somewhere. I don't think this one was not next. This one was definitely before the last couple. But I really, really want to work on this one more. So and I am well ahead of where I need to be for my touch everything. I'm only supposed to do one a week, but if I'm getting finished with one, I'm going ahead and choosing a second. Hopefully that's not a bad idea. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want to get burnt out on it, but I also want to kind of strike while iron's hot too, so I'm trying to find some sort of happy medium there. But I also got some stitches, and again, I don't think I showed this one to you guys before, the 500. The Rings of Power Quaker. I know I showed you guys this as it was going to be my New Year, New Start, which it was. That was all good. You know what? I don't think I did the 500 stitches in here, because this does not look like nearly enough stitches. So maybe I just stitched on it. So anyways, got a couple of rings done. This is just one of the they got the little things up top here before you actually get to the writing. So okay, yeah, I guess I didn't. So anyway, I take that back. I assume that this is probably, is that still on my list? Let's see. Should be able to find it if it is. Let's see. Where are you? Nope, Rings of Power is still on here. So I have not done my 500 on this. I apologize. I was telling you wrong. I just stitched a little bit on it because I wanted to stitch a little bit on it, because it's my New Year, New Start. I don't have any particular time when I'm trying to get that done or anything like that. So no rush on it, but I may end up doing the 500 stitches before I get called for the 500 stitches. We shall see on that one. Throw it over to the side. There's a pile of stuff over there that's just kind of waiting to tip over. Anyway, the next to last one, the penultimate. No, I do have a picture of this one. I was about to say I don't, but I do. What I actually did on this one, you guys have seen this one before. I call it Chibi Doctor Strange, but it's just Doctor Strange. I will show you. Let's see. So I had. Okay, come on. All the fabric everywhere. and thread. Alright, so I had this done, but I really didn't like the coverage. You can kind of see up here in the dark brown where it's just the coverage is really bad. And even in the red and the blue you can see it. So, and I didn't have, I mean, it's a good bit done, but it's not that big of a thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start it over. So, I got a new piece of fabric, which looks very similar, but it's not the same fabric. And I am doing it over. So, this is 500 stitches. Sorry, my nose is running. And the coverage is a lot better. For the black and the dark brown, I'm actually doing 4/1. I know, but it is 14 count, so that's kind of why. As you can tell, it's a Fangirl fiber. Let's see, what is it? Iridescent 14 count Ada. So this one, I believe, was in a Disney box that I decided not that I wasn't going to do the pattern. And that's why it's EAR iridescent. And the colors are just Adas. So the other ones I'll probably end up doing. This 2 is okay. Either 2 or 3. The skin looks like I might be able to do it 2 because that is 2/1, and the coverage looks okay in video, but if you look at it in real life, then it's really not as good. So we'll see when I get to the skin, but I've still got a lot of hair left to go. So that is the story of that one. I don't know why I haven't thrown away the other one yet. I need to, just because there's not enough. I don't think there's enough. Nah, there's not enough to save, which is a shame because it's a nice fabric. It's kind of the same where it's got the kind of pinks and purples and blues. It was kind of interesting that I was able to find another 14 count that I had that was similar, but yeah. So I will see how that goes, and hopefully I'll be a little bit happier with that. All right, then come on, close. All right, are you gonna tip over? Okay, nope, you're not gonna tip over. But anyway, so that was another 500 on that one, and now this one. I started last night. I have not got 500 on it yet. I think I'm halfway-ish. Let's see, I can... no, 145 stitches so far. So, this is one of the things that I have had the longest, and I don't know why I never started it before. I've had it kitted up forever. So this is Tempting Tangles, Tempting Tees. And so it's got a whole bunch of different types of teas on there. Gunpowder and what else have we got? Masala chai, matcha, Thai, white monkey paw, vanilla, dragon whale, black tea, English breakfast. I just actually noticed they go in alphabetical order. Interesting. I never actually noticed that before. But anyway, so I've gotten 135 stitches on this so far. This is... the width is right, so it will be about that wide, but the length is too long. So yeah, it's gonna be big. Let's see. Anyway, but yeah, big. But this is what I've got so far. Nice, very smart. So a little bit of the word apple. And then this is a little bit of the teapot that's underneath it. And there you go. That is all I've got so far. I do like... So these are... I think they're all classic colors, I believe. So you can see some nice variegation in the apple one. Which this looks like the two colors are really close, but they're not. This is like a kind of a coppery, and this is more of a gold sort of color. So, but once I get a little bit more of the um, once I get a little bit more of the teapot's a bunch of colors. It's going to be a little bit of a. It's not going to be a total um, what's the word I'm thinking of? Um, yeah, where it's a whole bunch of colors. Wow, my mind is blanking. Anyway, it's not. It's how many different colors? I can find out. Let's see. Let's see, one, two, three, four, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe four different colors. So it's not a confetti nightmare, but um, there are a lot of color changes in that pot. So as you can tell, I am having to kind of go, around, up and around different places to get to that particular color. Um, but yeah, so that is everything that I have stitched on. Like I said, I know two of those I think were repeats. Sorry about that. Um, but that puts me totally up to date as to where I am right now. So that does help. Which means you guys will probably see Tempting Teas. Well, you should see Tempting Teas next week if I'm able to uh, make a video. I might make it at night, so the light might be crappy. But might have to make it after everybody goes to bed. But we'll see. So you should see that next week because I'll put the rest of the 500 stitches in, and then whatever I do afterwards. So there you go. All right. So I think I am just going to go to purchases, and then I think that's about it. So it's not going to be as long as I thought it might be. So first off, since this is not stitchy, this is crafty, I guess. This is a little crafty thing where you've got the felt. The felt is already printed out, so you just have to cut it, and then there's some sewing. You have to sew on all the little sequins and stuff, and so there's that. I am going. This is all Garrett's fault. Coffee Stitcher. No, yeah, Coffee Stitcher. Sorry. Because he does these things all the time, and I'm on a Friday night stitching thing, and he has been working on those online a lot, and he knows obviously I love bees, and he was like, well, because I've never done one of these before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. He's like, well, I'll help you out. We can work on it together. I'm like, okay. So he got his. Took me a while. I finally got mine. Um, and then that's it. So he is trying to finish the one that he is working on right now first. I mean, there's no hurry, obviously. And so whenever he's done with that, we'll go ahead and we'll get that started. So I will probably have some non-stitchy stuff to show you guys. I mean, excuse me, it's not cross-stitchy, but it is still stitching because you still have to stitch things. So I wonder if that's DMC, if it's something else. Anyway, doesn't really matter. That's a silly thought. All right. Second, this just came into my LNS, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for. But it is 16 count colonial parchment. You're not gonna get the nice. There's some really nice variegation in here. Let's see if I can find a spot. I can't really find a good spot. Maybe up here you can see a little bit of it. But anyway, so this is a fat quarter of colonial parchment. I couldn't resist. It's really nice, and I've actually been using up a bit of my my kind of neutral sort of stash. So having that will always be good. And I'm sure I could probably fit a couple of things on there. The last thing was Vicky Stitching Buttons, darn her time, had a live sale on YouTube, which she does from time to time. And so Of course, grabbed a couple of things from there. One was I have some nice big projects, so one of my big projects might get moved over to this, but a really nice big Garon tote bags. It's elephants. I mean, you know, the design is fine. I don't really care about the design one way or the other. Elephants are cool, but I didn't, But it was the size of it that I was was looking at. I didn't really get that much stuff. Of course, because I really freaking need more uh needle minders, but can't adult today. A little freebie needle. Uh, T-Rex, and I throw F-bombs around like confetti, which is really true. I almost did just a second ago. So, and then the last thing was, it's like a Christmas cats, kind of playing with lights and tinsel and garland and all that good stuff. So, and then just kind of a purple paisley in the middle. So that is that. Um, those are all the things that I got. Um, I'm really trying to limit. I say that, um, which means I'm really gonna try as hard as I can this year, not to get any more bags or needle minders. Um, yeah, when it comes to fabric and thread, I'm gonna try to get from Stash if I can, because I mean I've got boxes of thread. Um, so we try to use from those. Um, and patterns I've got plenty of. So I don't need anything. I mean, obviously, in March when the needlework market comes up, obviously I'm gonna get some stuff from that. That is a given. Um, you know, that's just gonna happen. Um, so um, yeah, that's just gonna have to be how it is. So that I've already kind of made peace with that, I guess. But other than that, I'm going to try to be really good about it. But we'll see. Um, I I say that, but I think I ordered one of the new Mill Hills. I was trying to remember what it was. Let me see if I can look this up super quick for you guys. If I just look up 2025 Mill Hill. It wasn't a buttons and beads, it was a small one. Oh, new releases, that might work. It wasn't a big one, it was one of those. Oh, yes, there it was. The Positively Love. So it's got a little paw and a couple little hearts and a little rainbow going across. That's what it was. Um, I don't remember if I did the old fashioned. No, I don't think I did the old fashioned. I think I just did the Positively Love. Because the nice part is that could be either a cat or a dog or really anything. I was very very tempted by the Highland cow. I did not. I did not because that was one of the bigger ones. I don't mind doing Mill Hills. I want to get rid of some of my small ones. I've already talked about this last week where I have some small ones that will be very easy to do. I can get them done in like a week, maybe less. Um, so, that would be a good way to lessen my stash a little bit. Um, oh, I was thinking about something and then I forgot what it was. Darn it. Oh, yes, I remember now. There is one other thing I'm going to have to start soon. And I was trying to work down the 50 that I started with in January the 1st. Which I have. I've worked down three so far, I think. Because the two Mill Hills and the Night Before Christmas are the only ones I think I've finished. Yeah, those are the ones I've finished. Um, Two of those were carryovers from 2023, and I'm sorry, one was the Night Before Christmas was a carryover from 2023, and the other two um were, I mean, from 2024. Sorry. Wow. Oh boy. Yeah, two of them, one of them was carryover from 2024, and the other two I just started, right before New Year, and got them done in like a week. So, but I'm going to need to start Oh Say Can You See. It's a drum by Hands On Design, I think. I'll have to double check. But we're gonna do a class for it, a finishing class, and this is gonna be the last chance. I don't think she's gonna do this class again. So, I believe she's gonna do it in June. So I've got time, and I don't think it's that big, but I don't want to put it off. So, because I already put off the box, and I missed that. Um, I missed that class. And the round part is done. The top part is not. That's the Halloween one that you guys have seen. The one that's black on purple. Um, for you guys who have been here for a little bit. So that needs to be done. Even though I don't know when we're gonna get a class for that, because like I said, I missed it. So she has other classes she wants to do, which I understand totally. Um, So, but I still want to go ahead and finish it because it's not that far from being done. And again, that would be another thing off my list. Um, but it is in my whip go. I mean, my I'm not. No, it is in my whip go actually. I think it is. Um, but it's definitely on my wheel, so it will get done eventually. But yeah, so you guys will see at least one new start soonish. Um, Maybe even after I finish the 500 for that, maybe I just need to go ahead and get it going. The good thing is, unlike the box, the Osei Can You See is only the round part. There's on the top, it's just felt. So, there's not a second part to stitch. It's just the long bar of it. So, yeah. I guess that's about it. And I'm guessing that Selena is still asleep because she has not graced me with her presence. So I'm sorry, no cat this week. Maybe next week. You know, cats are fickle and you know prone to fits of laziness. Sounds like me actually. Anyway, so I guess that's going to be about it. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. I'm a really small channel, so I always enjoy. I'm not doing this for money. It's not monetized or anything, so I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Um, I do have a Ko-fi below if you ever want to, help me out, buy me a coffee or do whatever. Help shipping um costs because I do give things away. In fact, um, I'll probably try to give something away because it's been a while, and I have patterns that I've finished. So, um, maybe I'll try to do that in the next couple of weeks. Maybe not next week because, like I said, my friend will be here, but maybe in 2 weeks. Let's try to say that I'm gonna do some sort of giveaway. All right. So I guess that's going to be about it. I will talk to you guys hopefully next week, if not the week after. So as always, be good. Bye.